Looks like we're good. Yeah, we're good. What's up, Nick? How you doing? Ah, screw it. We're gonna toss that on. Alright, let's actually officially get started. Hello everyone, welcome to the Gaming Den. Today is going to be a bit of Age of Sigmar today. I am actually normally would be playing Total War today, but honestly, I've got a tournament coming up this weekend and I would like to prepare for it. So, to start us off, I'm going to be working on some Gravelord stuff. Specifically, the new Direwolves. But yeah. Grinding missions and Hyrule Warriors, fair enough. YouTube's gonna yell at me for listening to this on stream, but because the last time I did the Age of Sigmar stream and I listened to this, like I got like, God, how many emails was it? It was more than 10. It was more than 10 emails from YouTube saying copyrights and whatnot. I'm like, shut up, YouTube. Shut up. Hey, I actually managed my trash can. Nice. Alright. I was thinking about playing, excuse me. I was thinking about playing Night Haunt at this tournament coming up. But I'm like, I really want to play some Gravelords. Especially, at least before 3rd edition hits. So, we're going to build the models I'm the most excited about first. The rest are in there? The rest are in there. Okay. So. I'm actually really fucking excited to build these things. Like, I actually probably could have done a box opening video for these, but I'm like, screw it. I just wasn't inspired. That's a big problem. Like, that's my biggest problem recently is I've just not been inspired. Like, that's why my black coach is still not done. It's still sitting over here on the side, and I'm just like, I need to work on you. But I'm just not inspired to work. The problem with hobbies sometimes is, like, at least for me, is like, if I want to work on something, I need to be inspired to do it. But that I don't know. My work comes out pretty decent looking, so I'm pretty satisfied when I'm like I actually work on something I'm inspired to do it. At the rate it's going with copyright bots, someone could produce copyright and play their own music on stream and they still get hit with copyright strikes. Yeah. Very easily. Honestly, I'm tempted to like just go into getting a music program myself and just create my own music. Granted, I don't think I can make anything good, but it'd still be my music. And I can prove it would be my music because I made it. I had the program and shit. Granted, I am no music professional or whatever you want to call it. But yeah. Okay. This is actually looking like it's going to be relatively easy. A few exceptions. But this looks like it does look like it could be relatively easy. It's only 2 spruce, so it's not too bad. I will have to say I want to also pick up some more Phrenesian wolves. I need to get the better bait. I need to get the different bases for them, but I'm pretty tempted to get some more Phrenesian wolves and just make another 5-man squad of those. Because, well, okay, correction. Technically, the wolves are a minimum squad of 10 now instead of 5. So I would have them for that purpose. Also, let me do something. I can't. I'm gonna move that over there. Wait, hold on. I didn't add everyone to that. But yeah, you are correct, Nick. Yeah. Technically, since my camera's over here. Anyways, let's get started. I hate it. I hate that feeling of like, you know you got a burp, but it's not there. Or it's like stuck. Okay. So what we got? Also, like, kind of give a... That's the instruction booklet. Let's see. Just give me. I'm also going to say I'm probably not going to go as detailed as they have it. Like, what I'm thinking is, like, for the wolves, I'm thinking, like, doing, like, a black coat for, like, the main wolves, but then, like, the pack leader of them is going to be a white. Something like that. It was a theme I had a while back. But I'm thinking about doing that. I don't know if I'll go as detailed as these do. Mostly just because these are regular guys. Like, if I care enough, I might go super detailed. But for now, I'm mostly just worried about getting them built and painted before the tournament this weekend. So first thing first. At the very least, they need to be built. That's the most important thing. Tournament's not too strict about having them painted and to be able to put on the table. So at the very least, I need them built. And then stupid edge. Shut up. Alright, the Doom Wolf. So, let's see. I really need to shave. Ugh. Facial hair, why? Okay, let's get into it. So yeah. Also, apologies to my regulars for not having been streaming a lot recently. I just finally found out what it was that was going on, and I got it fixed. The big thing is I got it fixed. At least from what it looks like, it looked. Also, I just realized I do not have my phone on YouTube. I also still have that on fucking Bluetooth. That off. There's God damn it. There you go. That down. Trying to keep an eye on the channel just so it doesn't screw up. So what was the problem? The problem mainly came down to like just memory on my computer, essentially. Like too many things were still on my computer that shouldn't have been there. Essentially like old videos I had, like old video clips and stuff like that that were before they got edited and stuff like that. So essentially it was just like it was clogging up the process and thus making it a little more pixelated than it should have been. Does that necessarily mean I fixed the issue? Permanently, at least. Well, like, probably not, but let's see. So what the hell is that? Whatever. Alright, let's see. I need part 1 and part 2. Part 2. Not seeing this one. But that means it's on the other one. Part 1 and part 2. Upside down. There's part 1. There's part 2. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, I see it now. But yeah, that probably was another issue. I just didn't realize it. Maybe it got and it was probably like on Streamlabs side because it did update. It did just update today, so at least for me, it updated. I get a feeling that part's going to be extremely important to clean up. Because that's where the tail, around the tail where it should be, so I need to make sure I clean that up nice and proper. It's like, it's the back side of it, where the tail is. Yeah, anyways. So, yeah. 3.0. It's upon us. Really, really close to being here. And honestly, I don't know how I feel about it. But then again, we don't know all the rules yet. We know a few. One of them is a very big controversial topic right now, and I can understand why. Is the new coherency rules. Like, I don't mind the no longer having conga lines, but I do mind the fact of, like, if you have a unit of more than 5, you have to have them within an inch of 2 models. Like, it's not a big deal for, like, hordes, but it's a big deal for, like, cav units who have big base sizes. And then, like, these are cross, or at least an inch by themselves. So, unless your cav units or whatever have more than an inch range, you're not going to get everything into combat, just because of what the new rules are. So Ramus was the winner, huh? Imagine he's going to be unbearable for a while. I don't know. Maybe. I actually haven't talked to him since the winner was announced. I might. No, wait. I think I did, like, once. For a short moment. Anyways. Like, it's not a bit... Like, I would... If I do another giveaway, it's going to be a while. Just because, like, it didn't go quite as well as I'd hoped. Like, viewer-wise, it went well. So, at the very least, it went well for that. But I expect that, to be fair. But, like, as far as, like, making profit off, or not profit maybe, but like making any kind of money off of it, the only reason like I don't want to do it too often is because it's coming out of my own pocket. Like, I'm the one paying for the freaking game. So, and don't get me wrong, I don't mind doing it. I just don't want to do it like every month, essentially. Especially when I got my own stuff to purchase and stuff like that. Like models. Clean you up a little bit. But as far as Ramos is gone, yeah, like Ramos has been fine as far as I know. I haven't heard, kind of hoping to hear from today, but yeah. Also, I gotta say, for like the new stuff for like Age of Sigmar though, I'm actually a little bit happy that we're finally, or well, we knew it was gonna happen eventually. It was just, I'm glad that Stormcast Eternals are getting their update. They actually look pretty good. If they don't have a way to deal with Mortal Wounds still, though, that's still a problem for them. But at least some of their units are getting like a 2-up save, which is really fucking good. Like, amazingly good. Granted, there is a lot of high rend stuff in this game. Or at the very least, there's a lot of stuff that has rend. So. Is it not? It was a nice thing to do. Why in the world are you doing fucking 2-minute long ads, YouTube? I don't get that. Like 15 seconds is long enough. 30 seconds, pushing it as is, but it's fine. Anyways, it was a nice thing to do as a giveaway, but you have to come before us, at least on this. After all, yeah, like I said, I don't mind doing it for you guys. I just can't do it all the time. But I will say that I will probably do it again, but at the very least, if I do it again, I'm probably thinking about doing the next one for members specifically. Because, to be fair, like, they are members. Like, it's not a lot a month. It's like 99 cents a month. Or, yeah, it's $1 a month, but it's like, meh. It's still, I feel like I should give them, what's the word I'm looking for? A treat, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Try to at least show them I do appreciate them. I don't know. Either way. Also, I've seen YouTube as their entire music video, and I recall getting one at Unskippable, I think, that was longer than the video I wanted to watch. Yeah. Yeah, if that video like ad is like longer than my video, I'm just gonna refresh. I think the most annoying part about that for me is mostly just if I'm like going to bed, I typically go to bed watching a few YouTube videos ahead of time, or while I'm just relaxing in my bed. And then an ad of like 2 minutes plus like plays, and I'm like, you son of a, I just laid down. Anyways, enough complaining about that. On to the topic at hand. I want to say that the coherency rule is from 40K that they're adding. But if I remember right, the coherency rule is different in 40K because it allows 2 inches. Whereas in this, it only allows an inch. So it's like, I question that. I question that a lot. And if it isn't that case, I mean, still, the way melee works in 40K and the melee works in Age of Sigmar are 2 different beasts, completely different. Because there is no actual measurement I have to diss. Age of Sigmar, we have melee range attack, like how long we have to work with for like melee range. Like there's 2-inch range, there's 1-inch range, 3-inch range, and stuff like that for melee. Whereas 40K, there isn't a range. You literally have, if you guys have your front line is in base to base contact with the enemy, and your back line is in base to base with the front line that's in base to base with the enemy, the guys in the second rank can attack regardless of base size. Whereas in Age of Sigmar, that's not the case. Not at all. So it's like, they could have done a little bit different, I think, honestly. Just because if you don't have one, unless you're playing as like an army full of just like the 25 mil bases, then the 25 mil base, models and stuff like that, or even 32 inches. But it's like all the round based stuff won't be bothered that much. It'll be the stuff like the models I'm currently working on that'll be actually bothered because they have oval bases, and like direwolves only have an inch range of attack, so not everyone can attack. So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the thought of having the new coherency rules too much. At least for the, I think they could have done it a little differently. I'm fine with the Congo lines being gone. That needed to go. That needed to happen. What I'm not fine with is like the stuff that have only 1-inch range that are on base sizes that are bigger than an inch. It's like, At least for like oval shaped bases. Like, really? Maybe they were testing it differently and both to see which works better for the game. Maybe. I don't know. I do want to say that the introduction of the new mat sizes, or the new, yeah, I guess the mat size would be technically correct. I am happy for that. That I do agree with. I do like the new mat size. Conga lines essentially meant that you could just build, like, put one model next to each other, and they would be coherent. Like, how do I put it? Like, I could have them literally put together like this, and this would be coherent. Completely fine. Like, and it's not a big deal for like model sizes that are, or models that are on these size bases. It's models that are on 25 mil bases and 32 mil bases where they just have a one long line, and that worked with that. And it worked really well in Legions of the Nagash because there was a million ways you could heal different units. Excuse me. And then all you had to do, was conga line, so that the unit that you wanted healed would be able to reach different spots on the map because you had a gravesite there, a lord, or a hero right here, another gravesite over there, and then it's like, okay, I could heal from over here, then the hero could heal. Like, the hero could heal from over here because I'm not quite in range of that gravesite, so I'm going to go ahead and heal a couple of units into this unit, and then they're going to get back to the range of that gravesite over there. That gravesite's going to heal, then in turn heal that unit as well to go ahead and give them more units back. And then, oh, by the way, they're now in contact with, or not in contact with, but they're in range of this gravesite over there, and then they can heal, and they can heal more over there. So you can almost always have it, like, get your unit back to full as long as they didn't die, like, fully die. So it's like, I understand why conga lines needed to go. There's other reasons too, but that was one of them. That was like one of the main reasons. Because it's like, the within rule is, like, the thing about within is means you just have to have one model, a single model within range of a hero or whatever the effect is from. And you're good. Excuse me. And you're good. But wholly within means every model in that unit has to be within the range mentioned. So if you have to be wholly within 12, every single model has to be within that 12. If even a single model is out, then it's not wholly within. So wholly within is good for the game and bad for the game in a sense. I think it is more good than bad, if anything, though. I do agree with wholly withins. There needs to be at least a few withins, because it's like, hey, if everything's wholly within, it's just like, I don't know. But I still believe that the conga lines did need to go. It did need to happen. Conga lines were a bit of a problem for certain armies, especially Death. Death very much took advantage of having conga lines. It was 100% a thing. And I know because I play Death. Conga line sounds like they're just lining up the queue to kick some unlucky sod in the nuts, one after another. I mean, it's not wrong. You're not wrong about that. It is true. Oh, I should have checked if I should have checked my glue before I did this. God dang it. Hold on. I will say it sounds like also they're giving monsters more love, which is honestly kind of nice. Because that's kind of the part of the reason why I like Age of Sigmar as well. I gotta say I love the Terrorgeist units at the very least. And eventually when I play in Clan Boulder as Skaven, I do want to pick up like the Hellpit Abominations and stuff like that. Those models are really cool. Actually really nice. Apparently they also are getting an update in the Kragnos book, I think it was. The Broken Realms Kragnos book, I think it's this. Yeah, I think they're getting a Kragnos or whatever it's called. Where monsters units get certain effects or whatever. And then, or at the very least, Clem Molder is. I don't know if everyone's getting it. I know in 3rd edition, I believe we're supposed to be getting stuff. But I don't know for everyone, specifically. I know there's some rules that involve monsters units, though. I do know that. I have to relook up the ones for the monsters units from the 3rd rules, because I know I saw something about it. I just don't remember what I saw. What the hell? Am I... Crap, the tip. I'll look for it later, but the tip... Well, the metal tip is there. It's just, I'm looking for the plastic one so I don't let the glue dry. Oh boy, that's not good. Think maybe the increased monster love might be related to the Total War. Lots of people enjoy the monsters there. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think there's anything like that in 40k. There might be, and I just don't realize it. So it might be something just straight up from Total War. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I would like to believe it is, just because like monsters units are a lot of fun. Yep. Crap. Yep, it's dried in there. Crap. Alright. Be right back then. I have to get a lighter. Be right back. Help to grab my glasses. Oh, that's not good. I can't find a freaking lighter. That's not good. Excuse me. That's not good. Let me see if I can't. I still might be able to get it to work with me. I just need to fight with it a little bit. Maybe that worked. Nope. Not at all. Crap. Hopefully this will do it. Doesn't necessarily always. Nope. Where I didn't look is downstairs, so I think I'll check downstairs right quick. I can't find a ladder down there. Hopefully I did. I really need one for this. Stop being a pain in my ass. I mean, I technically can find a weakness up. Paper. Maybe. I can find a paper clip. One more try. Let me see if I can get this, which is my roommate's glue to work. Maybe, hopefully. At the very least, I don't know where his is. I don't know where his lighter is, and I really don't want to bother the homeowners where it is. His is just straight up lumped at the top. Maybe. If this one doesn't work, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Figure it out. Plenty for me to work on. There's always plenty for me to work on. Yeah, it's promising.
Lucid Spark is the virtual whiteboard you need to bring your best ideas to life.
Why do I need a lighter? Because the glue will get stuck in the actual tube, like right in here. And having a lighter allows you to burn away the glue that's there. It's flammable, but it's not so flammable that you can't control the fire, essentially. Like, as long as you don't light the whole goddamn thing, you're good. Go. Okay, now I actually have that. Actually start gluing. So apologies about that. But yeah. Oh. Oh wait. There we go. So yeah, I needed it because of that. No other real reason. Alright, so I need part 5, 3, and 4. Part 5, part 3, and 4. Part 3 and part. Why is it not on this one? Or am I missing it? Probably missing it. Part 5. That's upside down. The 10. Alright, there's part 3. On part 3. Can't find 5 and 4 yet. There's 9. Oh man. I feel like they randomize it more and more each time. I swear. More of an observation than anything. Like, part 3 is right here, where my middle finger is. But I don't see part 4 and 5 at all. I mean, it isn't. But at the same time, it's also like, if I had to buy glue every single time this stupid tube got clogged up, I'd be buying a new glue every like literal day. I would have to literally build every single model I own in one sitting. That ain't happening. Hell, it even happens when I'm just sitting here too sometimes. Okay, there's 5. What? What? Okay, part 3 is on this one. Part 5 is on this one. GW, come on, man. Ain't cool. That ain't cool. See, 4 and 5 are both on this one. 3 is on this one. GW, come on now. You were pretty good about it in one of like some of your other previous molds, but like this one's fucked. Just be cheaper to buy a glue factory, to be honest. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe. Granted, these glues can last you a while, so. As long as you're not like stupid about it, yeah, they last you a pretty good while. I can't grab it. Okay, so that's 3 right there. God damn, get over there. Yay. Here's part 4. Alright, so put 3 over there, put 4 over there, 5 over here. Alright, let's clean those up. Alright, let's clean these pieces up, and we'll go from there. But yeah. I will say next week, though, we will more than likely be going back to Total War. I will say that. This week, we're only doing the hobbies just because I do have the tournament coming up this weekend. If anything, like I'm more than likely going to be playing my Gravelords. I was thinking about, like I said, I was thinking about playing Night Hunt, but I'm like, there's no way I'll finish in time. I still have to finish painting my black coach, and I don't want to rush that. I want to take my time with it because I want it to look good, and I mean hella good. But I need time for that. And time is not on my side. Not right now, at least. Because at least, like... Because at least with, Gravelords, like, I do need to work on a few leaders, but the leaders... I don't know. Leaders are, optional at this point, because I have plenty of leaders to work with, so... So, like... it's faster and easier to work on the like regular dudes than it is to work on leaders. And that's mainly what I need to work on for my Gravelords. That's why I'm working on my direwolves right now. I don't need to build these guys because they're not necessarily needed, but I want to use them because I like direwolves. I just like wolves in general, as most of y'all may know already. Go. I can always just use, by the way, Nick, I can always just use super glue, technically. I just like using plastic glue. It feels, I don't know, it feels better. Because once it's done, it's sticking. It's not, there is no, it's gonna fall off. As long as it's secured to where it's supposed to be, it will stick. Whereas super glue has a chance to always fall off, eventually. With enough force, but I mean, technically it's the same with plastic glue, but it's a lot harder to do. Either way. As far as I also know, I will also say from speculations before, they were saying battalions were going away, but I don't think battalions are going away. I honestly think battalions are here to stay. They may be different than before, but they are still effectively the same. Unless they prove me wrong with a rule, but... And I'm honestly fine with that. It's the way the game is, and I'm completely fine with it. I also do want to say, if I remember correctly, they actually are adding a rule that gives an advantage to be going first or going second instead of first necessarily, which is not, I don't know. Well, I used to build my models. I usually ended up accidentally gluing my fingers together. Know that feeling all too well, way too well. Excuse me, trying to adjust my camera. It doesn't happen as much with plastic glue because plastic glue doesn't, like, it's still sticky, but it's not near as bad as super glue. Whereas plastic glue, on the other hand, oh yeah, or super glue will definitely stick your fingers. Like plastic glue, it's good for plastic, obviously, but I don't know. I do want to say that part of me is more tempted to get super glue recently. More of just because, like, if I want to do something and, like, in parts like I do with, like, the black coach, I need super glue for that. I can't use plastic glue because the bindings won't hold near as well. I am curious to see what people are going to be bringing to this tournament, though. I want to bring Gravelords just because I'm like, I just want to play Gravelords. I play all the Death Armies. It's nothing a matter of, like, meta or whatever. Because honestly, there is no meta right now. Not with... excuse me. Not with the new edition coming. A list I want to eventually build, though, is I want to build literally just 100 more than 100 direwolves. I want to build that list. That list sounds like so much fun. Because it's literally just a bunch of wolves, and I'm like, fuck yes. Give me them wolves. Give me them toes. Don't ask me where that's from, because I don't know myself. But yeah, I definitely would want to build a full wolf list. I remember there was like a 100+ odd wolf list already built. Someone built. They don't have the actual models necessarily, but they have a list built for it. And it was like, how many wolves was it? Like 30. Hold on. I have it on Discord. Where is it? There it is. God. Let's see. 30, 60, 90, 110, 130 wolves. With potential for more. Because of the general. By the way, let me see if I can't add. Yeah, right quick. I'll zoom in for you guys, don't worry. I'm gonna remove this after this, but the list is essentially like the general is her because she's a decent caster, and also she can give you more wolves because she has an ability that does that via her casting. And then you have the wolves, because wolves are battle line, so these immediately fill that let. So you have 130 wolves because you have 96 or 90 from this, and then you'll have another 40 from this. So you have 130 wolves, which honestly I'm thinking, like, if I built this list, I would do it a little differently. I would probably take out the dire wolves right here. Here, let me actually pull up right quick. Of course. I would do something like pitch battle, death. Oh, that's Bone Reapers, my bad. Vicros, because that's the beast one effectively. Gravelords. Baladama, the first Vicros. And if I'm in Vicros, I believe she becomes the general along with anyone else that I take as a general. Oh yeah. And I would do max squads of direwolves. Still. Then like I do how many is that point? How many points is that? Okay. So got the 20. Okay. I think what I would do I still want to make it 100 wolves, so maybe what I could do, that's 50, 70, 90. Yeah, that's 100 wolves right there. That leaves me with 450 points to work with. I would probably would need more leaders. So if I was to do more leaders, probably a necromancer, because necromancers have Van Hell's Dense Macabre, and these are summonable units, so I can make them have multiple attack multiple times. Then I still have 325 points left over, so I would still probably want to get at least at minimum one more leader in there. So I could have someone that maybe no, maybe hold on. How many points is he again? 130. Yeah, it puts us to 195 points left over. So now this is an optimized list. This is going literally off the top of my head, just so we're aware. The list is all Space Wolves. I mean, you're not wrong. At one point when I played Space Wolves, I actually thought about building a list that was over 100 wolves. It's no longer possible because you can't have more than 3 of the same unit. And Space Wolves can't have, and Phoenician Wolves can't have more than like 20 or 30 of them in the same unit. So, yeah. Alright, if I was to bring any more, what would I bring? That would put me over, wouldn't it? Yeah, it'd put me over by 5 points. Hmm. That puts me over, doesn't it? Wait, no, it wouldn't. Put me exactly there. But it'd be a 5-man squad of that. What would I put in? Maybe another lord? If I had the room, I would definitely put him in. I think maybe another necromancer would be nice. That gives me 70 points to work with, which is enough to, I think, add some Skelly Boys? Nope, not quite. I need, but that would only be a 10-man squad, granted. So, could add Fellbat. No, even Fellbats would be too much. Wait a minute. There's one way I could check something. Alright. Okay. Of course. So what are my battalion options? I think there was one for direwolves in them? Yes, there is. It requires corpse cards. And, okay, it requires direwolves and zombies. I mean, granted, zombies are good. But... because you also have to consider, with Age of Sigmar, you have to consider how many drops you also have. Which, this is a lot of drops. This is a lot of drops. This in itself is 4. This is 8 right here. That's a ton of drops. Granted, I could actually make it less. I could easily make it less if I put stuff into the grave. So this could technically be a 4-drop list. So it's not. So 4 drops isn't terrible. Actually, 4 drops is really good. But yeah. Wait, how much are corpse cards? Corpse cards. 80 points. I don't have a corpse card to use, like, model-wise, but that's an idea. The only problem would be I'd have to get rid of... free me up points. If I was to do it, I'd probably do the unholy lodestone. Hold on. Would I do an unholy lodestone? Like, they're good in Total War, but are they worth... like, they're only 80 points, so... but I think... let me see. Okay. Unholy Lodestone. Add 1 to casting. Add 1 to save rolls for zombies. Wholly within 12. Not just any dead walkers, but zombies. If I was doing zombies, that'd be probably fine, but yeah. Yeah, if I was gonna, if I had to take a corpse card, I would take a whole Balefire Brazier, because they have the ability -1 to hit. Excuse me, -1 to wound for melee weapons with immunities that are within 9 of this model. My battery is decided. Wanted to try being empty for a second, and I had to grab my charge. Fun. Yeah, if I was to do this list, I'd probably do it like this. Change that to a second corpse card Balefire. It leaves me 40 points short, which can be fine because that gives me a triumph. But that also is painful a little bit. The only problem with them is that they would only be there to help make it harder to kill my direwolves. That would be their whole purpose. Which isn't ideal, because then that's like 160 points dedicated to just running around doing effectively nothing, except for providing an ability. But at the same time, it's a really good ability. Yeah. Yeah, the more I look at it, the more I'm just like, that new rule sucks. The new coherency rule, I should say. Not a fan. Oh well. Unfortunately, the White Kings are just kind of bleh right now. Until we have our new rules, because the ability that they have, which allows you to reroll hits of 1 if they're wholly within 12 of them for death rattle units. The problem with that, though, is that we currently have an ability called All Out Offense and All Out Defense, which All Out Offense allows us to reroll hits of 1. Anyways, for the same thing, just not keeping them wholly within. But if they're doing away with it, I can understand why they would have that. So it literally comes down to, we need to see what happens with 3rd edition before we can say if that's okay or not. Because otherwise it's just not, it's not great. Unfortunate. Because I like White Kings. I would have to look at my command abilities and stuff like that, but I think I feel pretty. I feel like this is a decent list. Not amazing, but not terrible. Could have. It would be a 5-drop list. I would have to say that it would have to be 5 drops, because I believe only summonable units can go into the grave. So, the corpse cards could not go into grave. Only the direwolves could. I think. I'd have to double check the ruling, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Well, otherwise, it's not too bad. 5 drops is still not that bad. 5 drops is still not that bad at all. But yeah. Turn that off. There we go. Okay, back to work. It's stalling long enough. Okay, so yeah. That's like a general idea of what I would do. It's not the actual exact list I probably would do. It's probably very close to that, though. It's probably very, very close to that. I see no reason. The only problem with it will be direwolves only have 1-inch range on melee. So with the new coherency rule, that just pretty much shoots direwolves in the foot. Because you always have to keep, if you have a model size, a unit size more than 5, more than 5 specifically, not 5, but as in 5 or more, but more than 5, then yeah. That's the only problem I have with it right now. Because it kind of just shoots the whole idea in the foot, which sucks so bad. I'll still probably do it. I'll find a way to make it work. It won't be near as good as I would like it to be. It comes back to that coherency rule again. Because it works fine. It's perfectly fine with like zombies, and it's perfectly fine with like skeletons. But big size model like the direwolves, the black knights, blood knights, they just kind of get shot in the foot, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Once again, it comes like I agree that the Congo lines needed to go, but I don't know. I will though say that at the very least, like the new map sizes are going to be smaller. So, while it's still easier to shoot us, it's also easier for us to get into combat with things that are going to try to shoot us. Which I am completely okay with. The shooting meta needs to go away. Like, it needs to. If I wanted to play in a shooting meta game, I would play 40k. Not the... Wait, that's top chat. Get that on top chat. You would have thought GW might have taken larger base size models into consideration with the new rule. Probably. They probably did, on the sense of like, they don't want elite armies anymore. And elite meaning not like a single large monster by itself. They don't care about that rule at all. And the thing is, like, when I say elite, it's like, Cav don't want to go as a 5-man squad. Ever. Not that I can think of. Not any real good reasons, at least, for it. Other than, like, to maybe grab an objective or two. But even then, it's still, like... Because then you're just wasting points for a squad that's going to get one shot like that. Because of mortal wounds. Because of... you name it, essentially. Like high rend stuff that does a lot of damage. Like you don't want small squads of Cav because they'll just get wiped out real quick. Sorry, I keep seeing this line right here, and I'm just like, ugh, get out of here. So they probably did think of it. The problem is just like anything with 1 inch that's on a bigger base, like Cav size base, is gonna suffer, no matter what we do. Because gone are the days that we can line up our guys and try to get everyone in to attack. If they have 2-inch range, it's not a big deal. It's perfectly fine as long as they're base to base. But 1-inch reaches just suffer. That's why direwolves are unfortunately getting just kind of like smacked, saying no, bad doggies. Which sucks. I really want to use direwolves. hate that. Bring out these new awesome looking like models and then just immediately shoot them in the foot. Like, really, game? Like, really, GW? Come on, guys. You can do better than this. Granted, it's also... It's... If they try to do it differently, unfortunately, I can't think of a way that wouldn't complicate the rule. Because then it'd be like, okay, if this model or if this unit's on this size of base, etc. rule, etc., etc. And the thing about Age of Sigmar is that it's not complicated, comparatively to like 40k at least. It's not complex. It's not meant to be complex. It's supposed to be a game that's relatively easy to get into, which is very perfectly fine. Because that's what I like about Age of Sigmar. It's not complex compared to fucking 40k. And I enjoy 40k, just the complexity of it's just way too much. Especially if, like, I've been talking to one of the people that work at the local store, and he's been getting into 40k. And he's very frustrated with the game because there's just so much to know. And because there's like command abilities that they have to also know like what their opponent does, etc., etc., etc. Plus, there's just a lot of extra stuff to know compared to Age of Sigmar. Age of Sigmar doesn't have near as much information to take in. There's still a lot, but there's not as much. And I'm like, it's just one of those things you gotta practice, and it's just, and even one of the other store owner or one of the other store employees. Who plays in GTs, which is Grand Tournaments, by the way. He was like, even people at the top table don't necessarily know everything. So it's just a matter of you just gotta really know what your army does. Which is very important. It's a big deal to know what your army does. So, yeah. Clearly whoever came up with the new rule is not a dog lover. Yeah. Apparently. Good thing about direwolves though is they're cheap. They're cheap. They're a cheap battle line unit that have 2 wounds a pop. So they're not. So it's not like they're terrible. Because they still move 10 inches? 10 inches? 12 inches? Something like that? Hold on. I can tell you. Black Knights. There they are. Yeah, they move 10 inches, which is actually pretty good. Because, okay, so the model points, the points for the models before for a 5-man squad was 70 points, I want to say it was. Yeah, it was 70 points. It was 70 points for a 5-man squad of direwolves. That's actually really good because they're battle line too. They're cheap battle line with 2 wounds a pop, decent amount of attacks, not hitting great, but that's not the point. They move fast. That's the big point of them. They're a fast, easy battle line unit that you can use, and they can score objective real quick because of that, which is really good. They actually got cheaper a little bit, just a little bit, by like 5 points. But essentially, a 10-man squad is 135 points. Relatively same stats, relatively. Still same saves, same wounds, same move, stuff like that. But their abilities are a little bit better than before, just a little. Because I think it's on the charge they add 1 to hit and wound or something like that, which is pretty good. It's actually really good. Because they hit on 4's wound on 4s. Now they'll be hitting and wounding on 3s, which is pretty nice. Considering each wolf gets 2 attacks. And the Doom Wolf has like 3 attacks. Come on. Oh my god, no! Stop! Ugh. I already read that. Okay. But yeah, if I get on my way also with these models, though, I will say these will come out looking amazing. I will make them look amazing. At least I'm going to try. Like, I'm not going to be super over-the-top detailed with them because they're basic unit, but I'm going to try to make them look good as fuck. That is going to happen. That will happen. These will be models I will be proud of. But like I said, they're not going to go and get the same treatment as like the black coaches. Because I need to... Because the thing about these is like, this is a regular squad. Like, they're just basic unit. They're just a very basic unit. They're not very... Essentially, they're not a centerpiece of the army. What I'm trying to say. They're not a centerpiece model. I could make them centerpiece. But they are not centerpiece. The DLC news. Are you talking about the teaser trailer, or are we talking about is there a new trailer? Because if we're talking, so I've seen some of it. I've at least seen the teaser trailer. But if we're talking past that, I have not seen it. But yeah, I did see at least the teaser trailer. I will say that. I did see that, yes. I am very excited. Well, I won't say I'm very excited, but I'm excited to at least see the Beastman get a rework. That needed to happen. Like, it needed it bad. Super bad. It's in this DLC store right now. Nice. I will have to check it out later. I will definitely have to check it out later. Because I won't say I'm excited for it because it's like Beastmen or whatever to me. And Lizardmen they're okay with me. Like, I'm not a big fan of them. I don't have any particular lore that I care about that much. None of the lords are just like, they're not essentially they're not like an Eltharion to me. Where High Elves are okay to me. Like, I'm okay with High Elves. But Eltharion is the only reason why I like High Elves, like, at all. Eltharion's amazing to me. But none of the Lizardmen like, stand out to me like that. Excuse me. Not even Lord Croak. But yeah, I will say the big reason why I'm even slightly excited about this is because Beastmen need a rework. It needs to happen. It needed to happen. It's something that it had to have happen eventually, and if it didn't, it was like, really, game? Alright, anyways. On to the next part. Let's see. Need parts 6 and 7. Or really, Games Workshop? I don't know if you could see this, but right here. I took an arrow to the knee. Really, Games Workshop? Really? Come on now. I remember when I said Beastmen want to get Still Game 3, their issues are far too large for a me DLC to fix. And I stand by that. This was a bad pick by CA in my opinion. Maybe it's because maybe the problem was Beastmen are so big that maybe they're doing a DLC. Maybe they're doing this DLC to help fix the issues, and it's just a start to help fix the issues. Whereas Game 3 will fix more of it. Maybe the problem with them is just so big that it needed to happen this way. Maybe. Because it's going to be like... we all know it's going to be like this. That just because they're getting a DLC does not mean that you have to buy the DLC for you to get the fixes to Beastmen. The fixes to Beastmen will happen as an update. So that will be free. That will be regardless. But, yeah. I don't know. I personally feel like that it could be worse. It could have been a lot worse. As for Lizardman, and I'm not interested in him or his lore. I'm reckoning he made it for me at best. He's made to me only because, like, he is the one that killed Snitch. Apparently, he is the one that killed Snitch in the end times. So I have no real love for him because he killed Snickers. No wonder the world ended. The world no longer had Snickers. It didn't feel better about itself. God, the true ender of the world was that one Lizardman. God, you had one job and he fucked it up. Also, I'm not exactly excited about the fact that they're getting a 7th Legendary Lord. Like, if I'm being honest here. All of them were supposed to get, like, 6 max. The fact that they're getting a 7th one is like... Which, I believe Rainbow's brought up a point of, like, yeah, but they're all pretty meh. And I'm like, I have to agree to some degree. They are all kind of meh. None of them really stand out for me. Like, Gorok's the closest thing to standing out for me, but even he's like, eh. I don't know. I've seen people say that this DLC might be a sort of teaser for a March larger rework, but I have no idea what to expect. Honestly, I don't know. We will find out once we get to that point. I just know that when we get it, I will probably be I will cover it myself for pre-release, but I don't know what side I'm going to do first. I don't know. Maybe Beastman, maybe this Lizardman dude, I don't know. Apparently this is going to be another Horde Lizardman army, by the way. I'd have put money on Thanquil being this first 7th faction leader if I was better. Yeah, but we just got another. We literally just got a DLC for freaking Skaven, so it's like, eh. It would be prudent for them to not do another one, especially like we already have Ikeclaw. Now we have Throt. We have 2 legendary lords that are extremely strong. We don't need more. Well, granted, I will say Snitch is really strong himself, just not in the same aspect as like Ikeclaw or Throt. Like, if we're talking DLCs that you probably should or are best, like the most mandatory DLCs to get for Skaven, I would put them in order of Ikeclaw first and then Throt. Throt's still really strong, but Ikeclaw, I feel honestly, is the more important of the 2. But don't get me wrong. Like, Throt in his own right is really strong. Has to be Beastman. That's the only interesting part of it, in my opinion. Fair enough. Hey, Remus. Are you not in the Discord? Or am I not? Surprised you're not on Discord, dude. There you are.
Who's bad mouth badmouthing the beastmen?
We're technically not bad-mouthing them. We're more along the lines of saying, like, they have so many issues that they need more than just a DLC to fix them. Which is fair, I believe, honestly. They have a lot of issues. They have a lot of issues, dude. We can't deny that.
Best race ever.
The worst race in all existence out of Total Wars. Like, if you don't cheese them, you just do not win a Beastman campaign. Ever. It's either cheese or lose. Your choice. Other races you can actually get away with not cheesing. Not a smart idea, but you could get away with it.
No. With the Beastman, you have to survive. That's the fucking problem.
That's what I mean.
Survive.
That's what I mean. You have to cheese. You have to cheese.
Imagine trying to do This is Total War Beastman right now.
No. No. Not even on easy. Not even on easy. Fuck that. No, thank you. I would fucking refuse. You could pay me $1 billion and I'd still be like, nah. And you could even make the stipulation you don't even have to necessarily win. You only have to survive like 10 turns, I'd still be like, nah. No. No. Not worth it. Not worth my sanity. Total War in itself was already a pain in the ass. Beast
Snitch.
Well, Snitch
Wins.
Yeah, but Snitch also has a good defensible location.
No, I mean what Nick said, but by Oxyotl.
Oh, you're talking Lord Skrulk then? Or are we talking the Legendary Lord for Lizardman?
The one for the Lizardman.
Okay. Even if you cheese Beastman, you're probably not gonna win anyways. Yeah. I paid Lynx to do This is Total War Beastman. He never did it. I will straight up say I will never do a This is Total War Beastman. What sanity left I have, I would prefer not to lose it, thank you. And I don't have a lot. I really don't.
This is Total War. What did I do? I did Thrust. I
Ick
did
it.
Ick it. I did Mazdamundi.
I totally stole your ideas. I haven't done a Mazda Money one, but I don't have any care to do a Lizardman one.
Oh, yeah, don't do a Mazdamundi one.
Well, I wasn't even like.
Oh God.
Well, I wasn't even saying Mazda Money in just general. I was saying in general Lizardman. I don't care for Lizardman that much. Lizardman and me.
This is Total War would be very easy, to be honest. Croak, this is Total War. He has that superposition.
Who? Krokar?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a pretty decent spot.
Mm.
Really,
And
YouTube?
also-
Really, YouTube? 3 fucking minute commercial? Get the fuck out. Ugh, so tired of that. Anyways.
And Gorak also is very easy to do. This is Total War.
Well, Gorok is easy in general because he starts with Lord Croak, first off.
Yeah, I mean, you have fucking nukes. What more do you want?
You have you have literal unlimited nuke because you have Croak.
Yeah. Did I do anything?
And then also like early game Skaven are a joke.
Oh, and I did an Archeon one.
Archeon, you start with pretty much at war with everyone anyways, so
Yeah.
if you play a Chaos campaign, you're technically doing This is Total War anyways.
Yeah, I guess so.
So that's this is Total War Chaos is technically not that special, just because of that.
Oh, and I did the Vlad quite recently. Vlad.
Ooh, that one's rough. That one sounds rough. That one sounds fucking rough.
It was, but I got kind of lucky in that one.
How?
A bit, because
I'm actually
not many
legit.
people came after me.
Who?
Not many people came after me in that campaign.
Nobody came after you?
Yeah, not really.
Weird.
Because I think people kinda liked me even though I was at war with them because I kept fucking Manfred up.
I mean, fair. You want him to fuck up Manfred.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I almost lost it because of the doors at one point.
Well, doors are assholes.
But I got Vlad very OP. I mean...
Agreed, Nick, agreed.
Oh, that was the one, do you remember?
There are
When I said
literally
that,
no videos on
around
YouTube.
turn, 8 I was already level 30 something.
Give that.
If you on stream then. Don't remember exactly.
This is Total War doesn't necessarily have to be legendary. It just has to be declare war on everyone, right?
No, it has to be legendary. Doesn't count.
Okay, but if you do Beastmen, though, like, the difficulty might as well be fucking legendary. Even on normal.
I am very tempted to try it at this moment in time.
But at the same time, it's Beastmen.
Getting to level 4 is a shit show. I need
Wait,
to get to level 4. If I can get to level 4, I can do it.
you mean tier 4 settlement or...
Tier 4, settlement, whatever.
Just making sure we're on the same page, that's all.
Yeah. If I could get there fast in a way.
Unfortunately, there's just no way to cheese growth with them. Gaven are the only one that have one. That's why this is Total Wars.
Yeah.
As Gaven are some of the easiest to do, just because they have the way to cheese.
Very low, very low.
Yeah, they do. And also, it doesn't help that the growth got slowed down even more. So it's like, really?
Maybe the one that starts at the orcs. That one might work in a way, to be honest.
Mogar or whatever his name is?
Yeah.
Or, give me. Are we talking about the one that actually that cheeses leadership?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then Malekith or Malagor.
Because if I go there, I could actually fight only orcs. And
Fighting orcs aren't terrible.
And though, because you start right at that bottom.
Yeah.
Maybe Cetra. I think I will have to fight Cetra.
Well, Cetra is not too terrible to deal with, especially early game.
But the undead are easy to cheese. I could cheese undead with archers.
Dim Kings have archers though, so I mean.
Yeah, but you can't stack them at the start.
I mean, it takes them a little work, yeah, but not too much.
Maybe with Malagor. Wait, let me start the game and see something. Who do I have in range with him?
You start off at war with the top knots, if I remember right.
No, I know those. I want to see what else I have there.
Easy Beastman is like very hard for everyone else at minimum. Truth. Imagine if there was a mod for Croak to give Deliverance of Itza the damage and radius of a Doom rocket. It had been broken, but very lawful. Yeah. Skaven can outright bypass settlement growth with their food, because why should a global nerf affect Skaven? Am I right? Yeah. Well. Skaven are probably the reason they did it in general, but...
The hardest this is Total War I had was with Throt.
Yeah, Throt's pretty hard. I could agree with that.
Yeah, in That campaign, Tyrion allied himself with Malekith and they started attacking me. Like, huh?
Redemption arc mod? Why is there...
Let me see more good.
Oh, because this is the top. That's not the bottom, that's the top. Ew. I was about to say, like, I'm looking at this and I'm like, Games Workshop, why did you put runes on the bottom of a rock? And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that's not the bottom, that's the top.
I get your stuff about Malachor.
Yeah, Malachor would probably be the easiest just because Malachor has ways to cheese, like with super ease. What's going on, Race? How you doing? Malachor is the Beastman only good campaign lord, even then he's weaker than many others. Yes, very true. Who aligned with Malekith? Tyrion did, from what it sounds like to... Yeah, this... And me...
I did not even meet them, they just declared war on me out of nothing. I stood for like 80 turns only with helping. Because anything I conquered, I got blasted instantly.
Sounds about right.
I managed to get out of them when I got...
That's honestly kind of why, like, I kind of have abandoned Hell Pit initially.
Okay.
Because, like,
So
a good defendable location is that dwarf's main settlement. Because there's only one way to get to it.
But if I pick Morgur, I have to go to war with the whole Empire, Wolves,
Ugh.
Estalia, Ikit, and two generic... What are they called? Orcs. Yeah, Morgur is...
Morgor sounds like a bitch.
Yeah, Morgur probably not. Okay, exit to main menu. Let's see, next one. Campaign new, next.
I've been... Gaunt Ghost again, still amazing.
Let's see Kazrak. Let's see Kazrak.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that indeed, Nick. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering, like, what the hell? Also, I haven't really, like, watched any of her streams, but what keeps people so interested in Damn Offensive stuff? Like, I see her stuff and she has like 45 viewers, like 100 viewers, etc. like that. What makes people so interested in her? I haven't really watched her stuff, so I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
I never watched it.
Well, I'm asking for anyone just in
What's she
general.
doing? Total War?
She was doing Ikiclaw last I saw.
Ah.
She-
Okay, now let's see. Kazrak. We have to fight Broken Nose, Ikit. Yeah, but Ikit at the start is okay. Estalia. Oh, Midland and Reichland.
Yeah, Malagor sounds like
Alcin.
sounds like Malagor has the easiest technically.
Yeah. And the problem is,
And
you're
Nurgle.
at this side, you're probably going to discover the high elves quite easily.
Devoting a lot of time to? Devoting a lot of time to what?
Yeah, let's see Malachor. If I can get Malachor to fight only like 3 or 4 new campaign or 2.
I think it's a novelty of her being the only woman streamer in a community of thirsty dudes. Maybe.
Eh.
I mean,
Look at Twitch, what's happening there? Oh my god.
to be fair, female streamers have it in a sense easier just because of that. But at the same token, like, they still have to deal with the thirsty dudes, so I pity them in a sense. Actually, funny story. Actually, one of my friends, I won't say who, because I don't. Mostly because I don't remember his streamer name off the top of my head right now. But one of my friends actually did a VTuber avatar. But the thing is like he doesn't even use a voice changer.
Ew.
So it's like, oh, okay.
That's a bit too weird for me.
I find it funny, but whatever. Like I said, I can't say much about it because I can't say who it is, mostly just because I don't remember his stream name.
Malagor, another beastman tribe. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that. Broken Nose, Skullcrag, Orcs. Yeah, who cares? Top Nuts. Granskrier?
She female. I mean, yeah.
Estalia, naturally, Midland, Reichland, Strigos Empire, Argolin, and all that. I'm already at war with the Wood Elf? Why?
Because Malagor? I don't know.
Okay, so no Cetra, but Cetra will come.
Oh, so
after the Orcs.
means to devote a lot of time to. Okay. Crew dumb. That's one answer to people like Dame. Girl on internet. Actual answer. She's just fun to watch. Fair enough. Like, don't, and also don't get me wrong. Like, I hold nothing against her. I'm just curious. Because like I know why people watch Mercy, and I know why people watch Legend. But I'm not like, if I don't know why people watch them, I'm curious about them a little bit. Like, I can understand why people watch Lore Master, because he's a Lore Master. So they have questions for him about lore and stuff like that. You know, he's the person to go to. That's fair.
Oh yeah, I like him a lot.
I would love to play some Age of Sigmar with him. I would love to. I would love to do that one time. If I remember right, he's also in Texas too. If I remember correctly, he actually lives in Texas, like I do. I don't know where. I'd have to look.
Oh, I also did a Grom Total War. Huh. I found this.
Grom, This is Total War sounds like an actual pain in the ass.
It wasn't that bad. You have to fight a lot of Britannia at the start.
That's why it's a pain in the ass.
Britannia at the start?
I fucking don't. I fucking hate Bretonia, and you know I do.
Yeah, I hate Leonker with a passion also.
No, not just Leonker. I hate Bretonia in general. Doesn't have to be Leonker. Leonker just makes it worse.
Oh, I had a great campaign with the lady.
I'm sure. But jokes aside, she's pretty funny to watch. She auto-resolves everything she can and dreads fighting manual battles. Almost the exact opposite of most Total Warhammer streamers. Fair enough. She even embraced the meme and made an auto-resolve manual battle lost record bot. Keeps track of her autos, and every time she loses a fight. I Watch Dame is a stream community. It's a stream community to chat, to have fun with. Wait. Honestly, a lot of the reason I watch Dame is that it's a stream community to chat to and have fun with. So essentially what I do? I don't know. Then again, I'm boring at times. I know I'm boring. Don't worry about it. I know I am. Okay, this goes like that. Where would the pause go? Just wherever I want? Interesting. How can you hate the baguettes? Because screw Britannia. That's why.
I've done everything in box.
Shut up, ad. This one's also like 2 minutes long. Actual fuck out. Yeesh. Ads. Come on. The front part. Okay. If Beastmen are getting DLC, when's our 5th Bretonnia Lord CA? Where is it? I don't know. Mine's the most chill. I try to make it that way. And don't worry, like, also don't worry about offending me, guys. Like, if you say if something's bad on my side. If there's something I can fix, I will fix it. So, don't be afraid to tell me honest thoughts. Like, if you want to see something change, I definitely could work towards it. I want to work towards it, getting the stream better. So, to be fair, do not be afraid to let me know if there's something I should fix. I will not be offended. Are you joking, Nick, or is that actual serious? Because, I mean, I know it's late for you guys, so... she also sort of happened into a perfect storm. Anicia's Mercy and Master Moloch all started boosting and hosting her at the same time. She blew up in popularity quick. But now she's evened out. Yeah. But she also still gets quite a few viewers. Like, even, like, is she streaming right now? No. Yeah, but she gets numbers that I wish I had. Like, as far as views go. Or more like her view, not like her higher numbers are like essentially at the time I did a co-op with Legend levels, which was pretty high. So how does an Age of Sigmar tournament work? An Age of Sigmar tournament works, at least the ones from my locals, specifically, is so at least with how it goes for us, we have three different rounds. If you get a major victory, which is typically by if you have a certain amount of points, if you win by points, you get a major victory, which is 10 points. Then you choose 2 side objectives. Excuse me. And if you achieve those objectives, you get a point for each one that you achieved. And for each one that you denied your opponent, you get another point. So for a total points of max 14 points. But your opponent also gets points if your opponent completes their side objectives, they get points for that. So and by the end of it, whoever has the most points is the person that took first. Joking, just joking. No worries. What is that? Okay. They just restart the unit for the say and have. They has. Come on now, man. I think I mainly like this little community as it's chill and anyone's voice is always heard. I try to make sure of that. Like, I always try to make sure I read your guys' comments. When I go back and watch the stream sometimes and I see comments that I didn't see, I actually feel bad a little bit because I'm like, oops. Because I actually went back and watched my This Is Total War campaign a little bit because I had to. Because I had to get names and stuff like that. I ended up seeing a few comments that I didn't see before while I was streaming, and I was like, whoops. Felt bad a little bit. And some of them were actual questions that I honestly would have really liked to have answered. I forget what they were off the top of my head right now, but I remember that they were there, and I'm just like, well, crap. I feel bad. No, get over there a little bit. Ow. I'm not gonna lie, I can't wait to paint this. Oh, come on. God damn it.
Nicholas, if you're here, I'm starting it.
What? Let's see. Let's see. I do find myself going back to your streams. I go through phases with other streamers, but I always show up when I can. I miss some of the Discord streams occasionally, though. Well, the Discord streams are literally just chill, like the most chill versions of chill streams. They are not there to be like. They're just there if you're kind of trying to kill time, I guess. I don't know how to put it. Also, to be fair, like especially the last one. Ah, fuck me. Especially with last week and how I didn't stream like at all last week, I felt bad. I felt really bad. Let's see. I think I already read that one. Honestly, I think a lot of people just go to Dame see her cats more than anything. Fair enough. I actually kind of like cats. The problem is I'm allergic, so. I like dogs, though. I love dogs. But then again, that's obvious because I love wolves and stuff like that. I love the canine family. Shut up, commercial.
Okay.
Well, with how many people do you play? Just depends on how many tournaments or how many are at the tournament. My first tournament I think was the full 16, because it's a local tournament, so it's not a lot of tables to work with because you have the table size is at the moment 48 by 72, so you have to have a lot of table size. It's going to go to 44 by 60, which is pretty good on a sense, just because it's going to make it easier to deal with shooting units and stuff like that. But because I'm going to be honest, I don't want to deal with the shooting meta anymore. I really don't. I play Age of Sigmar because I don't like shooting meta. I mean, to be fair, 40k, there is nothing but shooting, essentially. There is some close combat. Say that the room is when the voice chat, I barely hear him half the time.
No, everyone else seems to hear me except Nick. Okay, nothing more.
Let me turn up. Tell me if it gets too loud, guys. I'm turning up the desktop audio right now. So if it gets too loud, just let me know. I'll fix it. I turned it up a few notches. I wonder if there's any Legends of Zelda Warhammer fans who paint their direwolves to look like Wolf Link from Twilight Princess. I could technically do that if I wanted to. Actually, I believe my roommate has a Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess Link out there. Yeah, that's what it was. I could technically do it if I wanted to. But I don't know.
Declare war. Yes.
Excuse me.
Declare war.
Nick's asking, what did you start? Yeah, genocide of the Mordor orcs.
Declare war. Now. Who am I? Crier. Declare war.
I'm trying to get it to focus on the freaking...
Estalia. Declare war. Okay. Trigos Empire. Declare war.
I can't wait to get this painted. I really can't. I love this wolf model.
Okay. Got rid of the second army.
What faction am I most excited for Warhammer 3? Out of the ones that we know right now? Probably Khorne. I probably would have to say Khorne just because. I will say I am interested in Kislev just because of the ice magic, but I like cheesing shit, so... what difficulty are you playing? Actually, so legendary, interesting. Fair enough. It's wonderful that you are probably going to suffer copyright issues to ads from YouTube and deriving your music choice. It's probably also going to give you that as well with the freaking just the music in general, because the last time I used this music for Age of Sigmar stream, I had like 14 some odd emails saying copyright claim or whatever. Like, it didn't say it needs to be removed or whatever. It just said that you will not have monetization on this video. I'm kind of like, I don't care because I'm not doing this for the money anyways. So,
Let me put a picture to Nick.
Do you have any PC spec recommendations? I do not, because I do not know much about that kind of stuff. I really should learn more about it, but I don't. I do not. I need to upgrade my computer. I know that, but
Nick's not on the Discord?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, I wanted to tag him.
Yeah.
I put a picture for him over there.
Yeah, I don't remember why he said he doesn't have a Discord or something like that. I don't remember, but I do remember that he said he doesn't have one. I think.
Maybe you can pull it on the picture on stream for him.
Maybe. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Not that important.
Okay. Go open original. Oh my god. All right. There you go, Nick. This is what Ramus wanted me to show. Long enough.
Don't discover anything. Don't discover anything.
Let's see. Silence and Fury, Beastman shall rise. Are there people who use 3D print their armies? Yes, there are. And personally, I avoid them because I highly believe that in being pirating, aka they're stealing. And I'm against it. And then it would be like, but we buy the materials and stuff like that. It's not the same. You didn't buy from the company. You didn't support the company. Not directly, at least. Not in that sense. So, I am highly against pirating if I could help it. Okay. Anyways, next. All right, so I need part 68, part 67 for this one. Okay. Game 3 faction.
Not going to go into streaming.
Game 3 faction I'm most interested in is just Warriors of Chaos, but sorely to see what CA has done to them. Fair. I have a Discord, but it's a different name. I just don't use it. Picture's not enough. We'll stream it. Alright, so there's part 68. Or 67. That's 54. There it is. 67's over here. At least these were on the same thing. Jeez. But yeah. I'm definitely curious to see like a lot of the changes that are coming. And you may be asking for what specifically? Warhammer 3 in general, Age of Sigmar, 3rd edition, etc. I'm just looking for the changes. The only one I don't look forward to is the coherency rule, but what can you do? Maybe they'll rot it. Maybe they'll change that.
Ah shit! I forgot I don't have the second.
Maybe they won't. I don't know. All I know is I'm excited to see the changes, though. It was over here. There it was.
Check.
Ah! There we go.
It.
Dang it. Nature without the powers. This.
Minus upkeep.
If GW's prices don't count as daylight robbery, though I agree that 3D printing your models is a whole other can of worms I'm not qualified to talk about. Yeah. I'm not exactly qualified myself, but it's, like, I understand GW's prices are high. I definitely understand that. But that doesn't mean it's going to get better if you steal. They're only going to get worse if you steal.
Did I discover Clan Volker?
So
Whatever. Declare war.
that's my 2 cents essentially. This is gonna be freaking awkward. Because this part's in a very awkward position. I gotta be careful with this one. Unfortunately, that's probably going to be the best I get with that part. Also powers on the pump.
And discovered Warzek. Okay. This is good.
I don't know what part 69 is, to be fair. I see it on here, but I don't know what part that is. I'll have to... When we get there, we'll get there. Anyone near Guildford in England? No. I wouldn't mind actually visiting England one time, though, just because that they have a bunch of Warhammer cafes and whatnot. I would like to visit that really big Warhammer store they have there one time. What?
The game is with me. You know the event that you get to choose a hero between a Gorbul and that?
And it gave you a Nurgle stink?
Yeah.
Nice.
Give me a Nurgle stink. See, the game wants me to win, Nick. Take that, Nick.
Does just being in England count as being near? I mean, technically?
I got to survive with this army. Okay, anyone else new discovered? Nope.
We have what cafes? Warhammer cafes, or something. I don't remember if it was necessarily a cafe or something like that. But they do have Warhammer stuff that are. I do know that. Like they're in England, so they're gonna have big stuff for Warhammer because I mean it is a relatively well selling product. If anything. Yeah, the Warhammer community is amazing from what I understand over in England. The only thing I'm a little sad about is every time I look for something specific and on the excuse me, on the buy, trade, and sells pages for Facebook for Warhammer, I look at them and they're like, must be based in England. I'm like, because especially like it's something I want, and I'm like, fuck. It's something I really want, and then everyone's just like, I'm in England, and I'm only selling in England.
Yeah, I think they have a contract because normally you
Fuck!
buy stuff from England.
Well, I think some people will sell outside of England. It's just mostly international shipping, which is understandable. International shipping is a bitch. I would know. I would know. Having been stationed in Germany, I would know. Having been to Afghanistan, to Germany, I definitely understand. My parents would send me stuff, and I assure you, it was not fun for them. Because it just costed so much. At the very least, I was on a military post, so it helped a little bit, but it still was a pain. Because it was fucking international. I'm
getting attacked by shifty gut stabber.
I'm just setting up the fall Remus. Just setting up the fall.
Yeah, he's just jealous.
There's only made cafes. Just think how much easier it would be to get these things you want if America hadn't broken free of the War of Independence. We're not talking that. We ain't talking that crap. Honestly, I am slightly curious to see how America would be if we were still under Britain's rule, but at the same time, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't know. Who knows what have happened?
Has been pretty decently compared to other countries that left the Commonwealth.
I need to really just keep my mouse over here.
Raise and defile.
I don't even know what kind of person I would be if we were still under Britain rule. It'd be interesting to say the least. Maybe I'd be the same. Maybe I wouldn't. Some things would change, that's for certain. What? I don't know. Hell, I might not even be alive if it was the case. Honestly, if I was to move internationally, though, I'd probably go to Canada. Mostly just because it's the closest thing to international, other than Mexico, and I'm really not a fan of going there. I prefer cold over hot, so.
I don't know, I'd probably move to one of the North countries.
What if? Thinking about alternate units is a big interest of mine. That's fair. That's very fair. Alternate universe stuff can be very interesting. Probably why isekai animes do relatively well, just because of that. There's more to it than just that, obviously, but still. I'm not going to get too much into the topic.
Yeah, take that, Nick. Tier 4 building now.
What turn?
I don't know, let me check.
That kind of helps.
I need for it to end so it can show me. Still at war with everybody? Yes. Ah! Who said this is Total War Beastman is hard? This is actually going better. Turn 11.
Pretty good.
Turn 11.
Pretty good. Maybe they didn't affect horde growth, maybe. Maybe they only affected regular growth. Maybe.
The thing that I did is I transferred all the units from the second army to my first one. Deleted that other army to get more money because
I think the biggest reason probably why I would want to live in Canada, though, is probably because there's mini wargaming there, and I'm a big fan of them, so maybe that's part of it. Maybe there's more reasons to it than just that necessarily, but that's the big one.
Mm.
At the very least, like if I lived in Canada, I wouldn't have to deal with America's bullshit anymore. I'm tired of it. But at the same token, I'm also lazy, so I probably wouldn't move.
Man, you know what? Honestly, if you're not staying on all the other coasts, America is a bit okayish. And if you have money, if you have a lot of money.
Well, that's part of the problem. But but I actually live in Texas, so the cost of living isn't that bad. Cost of living in Texas average is pretty low for America. It's actually one of the lowest. Not the lowest, but it's one of the lowest.
Well, you have zero tax.
State taxes, specifically.
Yeah.
Actually, Florida doesn't also... Florida doesn't...
Alaska, I think.
I do not know how... I do not know about others, but I do know for a fact that Florida does not either. I only know of the states I lived in. That is all I know. So, Florida, Texas, I know they, for a fact, do not have state taxes, which I am okay with. Depending on which, depends on which building he's making.
Well, the main one.
It also takes a lot less time for them to build up their places because it's only like one turn or something like that, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So that also helps too, so. There is that to consider.
Leadership. Okay. Already 4 Beastman tribes got murdered all over the map.
This.
Lovely. Lovely, lovely.
Whoopstone.
No.
I need more whoopstone.
Strength, speed.
I just remember that Green Day video I saw ages ago, American Idiot, but interest was quickly lost or something. The only line, don't want to be American, then video ends. For level buildings, don't count removes. I've suddenly decided that.
Uh-huh. You're just jealous.
Alright, that should be good enough. Clean up, I think. This should be right.
Apparently not a lot of people want to get all the way over here in the desolation, so I just have to survive for a while.
I mean, surviving's not too bad because in camp stance allows you to go in hiding, so.
Mm-hmm. Basically, I'm just above floating village, raiding the undead, waiting for someone to go settle it,
and then blow them
going
up.
and raise it.
And then blow them up because they took over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a smart idea.
And I'm raiding the undead because whatever, the undead can attack me all they want. What are they going to do?
I mean, if the zombies were the same strength as they are in Age of Sigmar right now, they would do a lot.
Yeah, this is not AoS.
I know! Shut up!
Hey.
Shut up!
Turn 15, Nick.
Wait, why Ragnarok specifically?
What Ragnarok?
I don't know. I don't know why. What's up, Emerald? How you doing, man? I want the Horde rework to remove a camp stance, let Hordes build and recruit in regular stance. I don't know how I feel about that. Mostly just because, like, it's already a pain in the ass as it is to play a Horde, so yeah, I don't know.
Come on, Nick, name a third number. How long do you think I can live?
Well, while you guys are deciding that, I'm gonna go to the bathroom right quick because that soda's kicking my ass right now.
Go.
What I get
go.
for drinking it, but eh.
Nick, I'm already on turn 17.
Yay.
Like, do better than that, dude. What's up, Emerald?
Hello. Tired.
Eh,
Just had a birthday party. Turning 23 tomorrow.
Oh, congrats.
Thanks. We watched the movie. Took a while.
Nick, guess what I'm building now? It's going to be tier 5.
Yeah. Dane isn't there. He's not toilet break.
Actually, wow. Nick, I actually wonder why no one's doing this. It's quite easy.
What you're playing at?
Beastman, this is Total War.
But every Beastman campaign is Total War. Everybody hates you.
Yeah, but not everyone's at war with you. There's a big difference.
There will be.
Okay, now to build 4 buildings.
Are you going for a stinky stack?
Not sure yet.
In the toss.
Probably do a combination of more things. Because I'm literally at war with everyone. Oh my god, I just discovered Grimgor. And his strength rank 3. Oh shit.
These skins are powerful these days.
Oh my god. Why did I discover Grimgor? It was going so nice.
Green skins are powerful these days.
Okay, declare war on Grimgor. Yay. Damn it. Screw you, Grimgor, screw you.
Alright, anyways. Sorry about that. Like I said, I need to probably start looking into investing into some Some like maybe some like drinks with honey in it or something like that. Cause not gonna lie, I have forgot like how strenuous these kind of streams can be on my throat at times.
Drink more water.
Honey, stuff with honey in it. Because honey is good.
Lone wolf?
Wow. I was thinking like essentially like Arizona green tea with that has the ginseng and the honey in it.
But just some oil. Oh, or warmness.
I don't want to. Ugh. Read a scan for tech list. Ugh. What was that about it being so easy?
Ah, where were you? I just discovered Grimgor and his strength rank 3. But it's still Grimgor. So, yeah.
Still orcs.
And I'm covered out this evening from watching a movie. And at a giant party. Guess who's turning 23 tomorrow?
23? Nice.
Yeah.
Great King, Ambusher.
It's me! Ah.
I shall be turning 34 this year.
Oh,
You young ones.
respectable.
Oh, I never said I was old.
You're as old as you feel.
Yeah. I do not feel that old at all. God.
And at the moment, I feel 64.
This. Why do you feel that old?
Because I fell and I hurt my back.
Eh.
Nothing serious, but just it's gonna be a bruise.
I hear the word honey, and first thing that came to mind was the browser extension. What is wrong with me?
It's the ads.
I mean, you're not wrong.
The YouTube ads. They're hosting. Right. Ooh, capitalism. Gary said.
Yeah.
And now I'm at war with Quick. Okay.
We
You're
can't take
always
it.
at war with Geek. Quick's AI is messed up. Even if you're friends with him, and plus 200 relations, Quick just randomly decides, hey, wanna have war?
Quick head taker. Yes.
But no
The
more
moment
undead.
you show weakness, Quick will stab you in the back.
The reason it's going so well for Ramos is because it's taking a long time for the AI to send its stacks at him from across the world. Let me see.
He really wants to jinx me.
No, the Beastmen, their encamped stance is the same as ambush. So basically, the AI armies can't see him, and this, yeah, he's just kind of like, well, okay, then we'll go to other targets then.
There's
Does he have any settlements? No, then he doesn't exist.
Well, they know you exist. It's just nowhere near as easy to get to you, comparatively. That's part 71. I already read that. There it is. Part 69.
From what I remember, Warzak straight was pretty good.
Yeah. 10%
Yeah.
physical resist.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I'm going for Warzak.
That's the one upside of work packages. You don't have settlements to worry about.
He's like one of the I must get traits if you want to do a one-man doom stack.
Yeah.
Let's see, head back to the new DLC. Still really annoyed it's not Neferata. Yeah, well, maybe they're playing special something for Neferata. I don't know. In camp stands long ago, get its ambush chance removed. I don't know.
No, I think.
No, you don't have ambush chance, but you are hidden.
Yeah,
You have the
in
hidden
comp
things.
stands. No, in comp stands work exactly like ambush, but it's just with a recovery mechanic attached to it. Because you need some way to recover, because you will never be in friendly territory.
Yeah.
Only in neutral or allied.
If you have allies.
Yeah, if you have allies, you're the beastman.
Exactly. Everyone hates beastmen.
They're not the beastmen, they're the best men.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Don't lie to yourself.
That's not enough winning. I'm never gonna have.
Well, I am winning at the moment.
Yeah, but it's very easy to go from winning to oh shit.
It's so hard to lose
You
your
go.
main
It
army
is
in this
very
game.
easy to do that.
Playing a horde is walking on a tightrope with no safety net.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because like I
That's
said,
why
it goes from oh shit to like this is going amazing real quick.
Yeah. I have a great TF2 sniper quote about this. Oh wow, look at me! I'm so good at this game, and now I'm dead.
Yeah. That was me playing the Beastman that one time. Playing any horde effectively is the same as that. Except for Nakai kind of has I don't know. Nakai's weird.
Most of the time it's just wow, look at me, I'm dead. Not even a good part.
Yeah.
That's why you said it that the little one-man squad at turn 1 in Chaos Waste where the players.
I'll never forget why Mogur's trait is 30% missile resist. Why is such a wonderful trait wasted on a Beast Lord? I don't know.
I have the answer to that question.
And that
Damn
is?
Because now they force you to interact with the Beastman.
He's what?
You force your players to interact with the Beastman if they want that trait.
I mean...
Otherwise you just ignore them and let them crash on the walls. Now you actively have to go hunting for them.
I mean, there's other ways to get missile resist, so...
The most
I know
not fun
Tharian
part
gives like
of
10%.
Order at 30% missile resist is that you can't get it as Beastman, and Beastman need all the buffs they can get.
Well, there's also the factor of like, you could always just get physical resistance, and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
if the only reason you would really care for missile resist is if you just can't cap physical resist.
Or magic resist.
Where's the army losses? Come on.
Being rude.
Should have picked up some more stinky toes.
Yeah, because I can just produce them out of nowhere.
I got the reason it's his trait is the CA hates
Pull out
us.
your socks. There, stinky toes.
Maybe there's a lore reason why.
Pull out your socks.
Victory still alive, Nick. Still alive.
Still alive.
Staying alive, staying alive.
I'm still not dead. You only tease.
Yeah, but I'm alive.
You only wish to tease me with death so I endure the pain in my skull. You're sick. You deserve pain.
I need to make another army so I can make more Gorbles, but I can't afford it now.
Gorples.
Maybe just disband some units.
Because?
Because Beastman only needs 20 units. Because that's all where you can really field.
Either way.
Basically, a Beastman horde is 40 units. Anything more you can't field, and anything less is not paid for. You can't pay. 40 units is the ultimate Beastman.
You need stinky boys.
Yeah. 39 stinky boys and 1 Cyber. The ultimate Beastman army.
Actually, don't Gorbles get siege attacker?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do, but you need a range attack to instantly rough them.
I don't know. If I have Gorbles, I'd probably be fine with that.
No, that's why you select the best of the beast for the Gorbles. They're never going to rout. Or their leadership will always be high up.
Yeah. Either way. Gorbles are strong. Can't deny that.
Yeah. Little big bull.
Too bad they're not better just because they're in Beastman. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that it was Beastman, they'd be actually pretty good.
But Minotaur building tier 5. Woo.
What?
Okay, come on, enter. I want to see what Gorbul I can get.
Moo.
On the gores and is a bull.
Loreful trait for Morgar would be wound recovery time, but Vlad already has that trait. Yeah.
Would the lorable trait be a good tasting beef?
Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, this is so beautiful.
We could do a barbecue with Morgar's corpse.
Sounds gross.
Yeah. It's beef.
Well, considering that he really does stuff for Chaos Bomb, like, would you really want to be dealing with a dude like that? I wouldn't.
I have another Nurgle Foul Stink.
Nice.
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 See, the game wants me to win, Nick. The game wants me to win.
I guarantee if I tried to do it, it'd be like, game's like, nah, fuck you.
Now the game hates Nick today.
Story how the
The game knows.
I was playing my high elf campaign. First, the one that gives money. What the name again? Enter something. That one, the one that you always want. The first one I got was in turn 60, and I was resetting heroes from turn 30 and onwards. So I was kind of unlucky.
That makes more sense on why that's there instead of there. It makes a lot more sense.
Loot and race.
Woohoo!
Blow them up.
I'm 7 minutes 23. Hey.
Turn 10, 28. Still alive, Nick. Still alive.
Still alive. I'm still not dead.
I'm still kicking, mother.
All I can think of is Shadow of War. That's all I can think of. If you tried to turn dead again, or going to barbecue, you would become a pet. Turn into a chaos spawn the second you try to approach him. Probably.
Worth it.
I'm still not dead.
Now going maximum armor for corpus and leadership.
I'm sorry, guys. That scene just gets stuck in my head because it's too funny.
Okay. Building the shaman building.
Oh, I see. That wasn't that. That was this. Okay. Sense. I was doing an Arkan campaign a day or two ago and had about 14 recruited Lords heroes with Trustworthy. Trustworthy was what again?
It gives relationships like +5 or something with all factions.
Nice. Really good.
Yeah. But the Tomb Kings are kind of middle options. Nobody hates you, nobody loves you, you can't compete with our Tomb Kings.
I wonder if you could make that work to your advantage. Not like in a regular campaign, by the way, just...
What, the Tomb Kings neutrality position?
I was thinking like this is Total War or something like that, but they would have to actually hate the other faction to make it not just whatever.
Oh. Yeah, you'd better off using High Elves for that. With their influence mechanics.
Yeah, this is Total War as a High Elf is... I don't know, I think that would actually be hard just because.
I never traded as high elves.
That sounds like actually a really rough campaign just because like you do any of the High Elves that are on Ulthuan, you immediately start a war with them.
Yeah, that's
Then you have to then you have to deal with like Tyrion and shit like that turn within like the first few turns, and that's not a fun time.
No. That basically High Elf Total Wars are I think Teclis is the easiest one. Because he already starts a war with half of Lustria.
Yeah.
Generally, so it doesn't really change much. And once you get out of Lustria, you're powerful enough to take on the High Elves on the island. But when you start as Eltharion, Tyrion, or Alariel, you just get dogpiled by the High Elves.
Yeah.
And if you start at Alathanar, well,
Technically, out of
get your story as because here comes to
technically, Alariel's would be probably the easiest, just because she has a relatively defensible position.
Yeah, the Lariel would be easier if you can get the gate before turn 10, because then you don't have to worry really about the north, and you can expand along the middle circle.
Yeah. Tyrion's is a interesting one.
Tyrion is basically impossible.
I wouldn't say impossible. It would be hard as hell, though.
Remember, Tyrion starts out with 3 of the settlements in his province occupied by a Dark Elf faction when he started. And you meet Eltharion, Caledor, and 2 other factions.
Yeah.
So you're basically fighting a 4-front war. If you haven't met a Dreadfleet at that point, but if you met a Dreadfleet, then it's a 5-front war with 1 army and 1 settlement.
Yeah. Wait. Is this supposed to... What?
Total War Empire sounds funny.
I'm not sure how I feel about that one. That one sounds like a bitch.
Yeah, using a Lord mod to play as Boris Topbringer and bring back the true faith of Unger.
I think the probably most annoying one would probably be actually just as Carl Franz. Carl Franz slash...
The problem in the Empire is that you from turn 1 you've already met all the electric system.
Yeah, but
so you have to declare on all of them, and that means your Imperial authority is gonna tank. Like bang, 0.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm talking about. And it's exactly what I'm talking about.
You get this.
I don't even know if an Empire 1 would actually be possible.
Yeah, it's possible. It's just you want to be stuck with negative Imperial authority for 500 turns?
Because it's kind of doable.
I mean, technically, you can always return settlements too.
Yeah, technically the Empire early game is fine. But once you get the snowball rolling with fighting the other elector counts, you can basically integrate them. Because the elector count system is completely not dependent on relationships.
Yeah.
You just have to return a settlement 13 times or something. And then they become level 10 in the Imperial level, and you can just confederate them.
Yeah, the only problem with that is that you lose Imperial authority for it, but...
Who cares? You've already declared war on them. You're already at civil war.
I think there's other reasons why you wouldn't want to be both Imperial authority. I think it actually involves also like other stats as well, not just that.
Yeah, there are some debuffs, but...
Well, that matters. Because, like, you don't want to be fucking getting, like, you know, rebellions and shit like that. Fuck that.
No, you don't get rebellions from Imperial authority. You just get more upkeep.
Point of the matter, though. Like, even if it's not public order that's affected, if it's, like, growth or something like that, yeah, no.
Yeah, growth is affected.
And growth as it is, it's already kind of fucked. So it's like, it is... Like, you ain't Skaven when it comes to, like, your settlement's defensibility, but... I still would really rather not have to deal with, you know, stuff with low settlement levels. If I can help it.
The problem is... one giant faction is easier to beat than 1,000 little ones. If you're fighting them all at once. One-on-one, little ones are easier. But fighting them all at once, little ones are difficult as hell.
Oh, yeah.
Because the AI is only dumb enough to make one army sometimes.
It depends on what the faction is, but yeah, essentially.
Let me rephrase
God
it then.
damn it.
One good army. And a bunch of Skaven slaves. Or any other settlement type unit that is basically trash.
I mean, I don't know. Skaven could build some really nasty armies.
Yeah, but that's only if they're not spamming clan rat and storm vermin.
Early game we're talking though. Like that late game they actually bring rattling guns and stuff like that. That's not fun. No one likes fighting against rattling guns.
Dark elf armies are fun. The rat spears. Rat spears,
Rattling
rat spears,
guns.
and more rat spears.
The only difference between this is Total War Empire and regular Empire is that the elector counts are openly fighting you and not just screwing with you via the authority system. Yeah.
Oh, as Empire Total War, as Call Friends, you have to fight Plutonian from day one. And you have to break a non-aggression pact with him on turn 1.
Nice.
I mean, you have to do that with Ica Claw.
And you have to fight dwarves at turn 1. Because Call Friends also starts with a non-aggression pact with the dwarves.
Yeah, but you don't have them immediately in the vicinity. They have to come to you. Granted,
Yeah.
yes, I do realize that that is a problem that will happen because AI loves coming after you, especially on Legendary. But the point of the matter is, like, you don't have to deal with them immediately.
Yeah.
That is perfectly fine with me.
Yeah, I'm actually very surprised of how well this is going. I mean,
Yeah.
no one really wants to come to Desolus over here. No one.
You're basically playing a normal beast.
Yeah.
Claim rights are pretty scary if they bring enough. They don't deal damage, but if they repeatedly run, lure away your units, and then come back when your back is turned, they can be annoying. Yeah. But that's Skaven in general, though. That's the whole thing about Skaven.
Yes, upkeep building, upkeep building.
Clan rats are basically scary for normal type armies or missile-based armies. Monster armies just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, monster. Well, depends on the monster army.
My 19 Hydras would like to have a talk with you.
Or, you know, like Carnosaurs and Stegodons and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah. You know what's scary? Skaven slaves with unbreakable. Ooh.
Me.
You feel afraid already?
No. Not at all.
They will bite at your ankles until they die.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have war with Kareza Karek.
Have you raised Karazagarek?
No. I'm at war with him.
If
Nice.
if Emerald has walls appearing in right clan turn 1, things have gone massively wrong. I mean,
Woohoo! Found Warzag.
What are you
Don't mind,
talking
bitch.
about? Starsting gets his 1 turn 20.
yeah. I doubt he's going to declare it
Okay,
against you. More than likely declare it against Karak Azor, but who knows?
Nah. The wall always is player first. It just goes about long life checklist.
Really?
Yeah.
I've only gotten declared wall on me like one time, I think.
Yeah, the checklist is in the diplomacy screen. It always defaults to the top bar. That's not your own race. So if Skarsnik is at war with 3 people, and one of those people is dwarves, you will always pick the dwarves as a target for your war.
Yeah, I don't think I ever got declared a war upon as a orc.
Well, I'm talking
Yeah.
about like if I played as like Ikiclaw or something like that, because then that's the only time I can think of that I got a wall declared against me.
Then he'll declare war. It's only war targets.
Well, I'm talking Ikiclaw, not dwarves.
No, Claw has a war. Just build Skaven slave armies.
Oh, shit.
What?
Please don't talk of dinos. I don't want to think about the right of primeval glory. Yeah. This video had better be up on YouTube, Ramos.
Pride of primeval glory. Woo, instant dinosaurs. Woo.
Patrick, stop it! You're scaring him.
Nah, the Wrath of Primeval Glory is just giant cash sink. Why would you ever use that past turn 50?
What, right of primeval?
Yeah. It's a great emergency option for your capital, but why would you ever use it elsewhere? Oh, you get some big army with big monsters. Well, you can just recruit those monsters yourself, and you can recruit the exact ones you want.
Because it
So
because it takes time to recruit them.
Yeah, but if you're good, you just plan it.
They killed Warzag. Shit. Run.
Run, mother! I don't know.
He killed the dancing orc, and now he has happy feet.
Man. That red is
kinda
great
want to
if
have
you're
the army
the one
to
doing
do-
it. So much fun.
Yeah, the most scary thing at the moment in the Wastelands is suddenly finding Grimgor. He's in the middle of a war, and he has a disposition of -100. No matter what faction I'm playing, it always gives him a little heart attack.
Okay, enemy lord dead. Now retreat. Oh yeah, look at that leadership. Come on, you can lose it. Faster.
Playing Sisters Twilight earlier, Greenskin at war with Kaskarak with a wall called on them. They spent turns sacking my forest over and over with multiple stacks because player bias. Yep! Player bias is a thing. And I hate
Hey,
it.
Dane, have you ever played Rome?
Wait, what?
Rome Total War?
Oh, Rome, no.
There's a unit in Rome that's basically a missile sponge. It has no good stats except for a silver shield and missile resistance.
Interesting.
You basically can turn orc boys into that. But they can fight.
Head hurlers.
Not the head hurlers.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but
Yeah, it's those stupid mercenary units you get for free. As the Mongols. Those ones. That basically have no use except for taking up space in your army and attracting missile fire.
Interesting.
Basically use my orc boys that way, because they have silver shields if you upgrade them.
Speaking of orcs in general, I gotta say I do like that savage orc big end army doomstack that was sent.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah. Too bad Berserk has a better army with wolves.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
It's kinda on the wall. What do you want? Do you want to be good at field battles, or do you want to be good at sieges?
But the savage big end army is really good in general.
Yeah, it's better in sieges than trolls, because they can get up on the wall and kill everything on the wall before they move to the monsters.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I like both versions.
Yeah, both are good. You can even mix them if you want. Because Burzak has to put 6 points in his red line. If you can find 1 point somewhere in his tree that he doesn't really need, you can just put it in the troll or the tree. So you can basically do a combination of both.
Yeah.
oh shh.
Port 74. Oh, okay. No.
Ship.
Something. The answer songs and the Discord music is my new favorite thing. Yeah, really good song. It's really good. Then again, Final Fantasy is known for its music.
Yeah.
They've always been really good about their music.
I like Eurobeat.
I think my favorite song right now from Final Fantasy would probably be The Long Fall. That one's really good. That would probably have to be my favorite one right now. At least from Final Fantasy. I could listen to The Long Fall quite a lot and just not get tired of it.
Oh, I'm going to bed.
Alright, dude.
Have a practice tomorrow.
Right.
Have a good night.
Night.
Later, dude.
Later.
Get army losses.
They don't wanna.
Yeah, but I wanna.
I mean, always. But they don't wanna.
Yeah, but I can win this fight. I can win this fight. I can win it.
I will say also, like, there's no more annoying army than a Slayer's army.
Oh yeah, I hate those guys.
Slayer spam army. Army losses don't mean jack.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And it sucks.
We had archers.
Ah. Video's lagging. I'm gonna put it on a lower quality because I don't care about the music isn't affected. It's just literally the video that's affected. I don't care about the video.
Stop attacking me. Rude.
Double check something real quick.
Ish. Army losses, baby. Heroic victory. And bit Warzak. Let's see how much physical defense that was.
Hmm.
Loot and raise. 10% physical resistance. Not bad.
I mean, having physical resist is probably one of the higher priority stats, so. Other than ward save. And I only say that, I don't only say that because, like, a lot of stuff you deal with is physical based, anyways. Deal with some magic, but nowhere near as important.
I'm not gonna lie, I got pretty lucky.
Yeah, well, luck happens.
Yeah.
Let's see. Alright, so
Yeah,
this
that
one.
works. Am I getting attacked again?
Maybe.
I really need another army to recruit more Gorbals, but I can't afford it.
Alright, so we just put it there. Does this actually put its feet on the thing? Yes. Looks like one. So it looks like that. It's right about there. This one's a little awkward. Or was it because I was supposed to put that one? Or... I think I see how it's supposed to go. I think. It's hard to tell.
Honestly, I'm really surprised how well this is going.
Not gonna lie, same.
Yeah. But you have that advantage with him because you're in the middle of the desolation and no one's coming for you there. And you can hide.
I mean, even if they come for you, it's not exactly easy to get to you. You have the advantage of deciding where you want, where you want to fight them, because it's like, sure, the others have underways, but it's like they can't attack you in the underway, and if you intercept them, who cares?
Yeah, but I don't think with the other two Beastmen Lords it would go so well because you're fighting right in their territory.
Yeah, and it's easy to get to you comparatively, just because your movement's not as limited like in the Wastelands. Let's see. Maybe if I put a little glue over it.
Implement, build the debt, upkeep minus 50%, yes. Oh, you gotta love this.
Did you tell Remus about the Skyrim meme about the Dials game with? No? I didn't know there was one. Or maybe I did and I forgot. I don't know.
You could discover creeping death. Declare war, okay.
Ah! Fuck! I don't know if that works, but
calculate. I think I'm gonna head out to switch too.
Okay. Catch you later, my dude. Have a good night.
Bye bye.
Also, I'm just showing off the model and how it looks built. Hopefully it's sitting the way it's supposed to. If not, well, I tried.
And Nick, I'm still alive, baby. Still alive.
Still alive.
I'm staying alive. Staying alive. Good night, all.
The wolf with the knee. Yeah. We'll eventually get to that wolf. It focused a bit. Okay. Alright, that's the next. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here, guys. Because these streams are a little more what's the word I'm looking for? More demanding on my voice, because I feel like I talk a lot more than I do when I'm playing Total War. So hopefully by tomorrow's stream, I'll at least have the direwolves built. I don't know if I will build them more tonight or not. I do not know. I probably will, because I am excited to get started on these guys. At the very least, like, we will be doing more of this tomorrow. Like I said, this week will be a hobby week, so just giving the heads up on that. I do want to say we'll be working more on Gravelord stuff in general though this week. At the very least, getting it all built, and then painting, because painting's a lower priority, just so I can play the models in the tournament. But yeah, with that being said, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. We will be continuing on tomorrow with more hobby streams, so be ready for that. With that being said, thank you all very much for joining me here today. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much for all your support, and thank you for joining me in the gaming den. Thanks for watching.